President Biden says the U.S. is focused on one mission, getting Americans and Afghan allies to safety.
And we're taking a look at some showers to wake up to for our Saturday. We'll give you the latest coming up.
Well, good morning and welcome to News 3 Now this Saturday morning. I'm Taylor Lazenby, and joining me now is Julian Seawright with your Saturday morning forecast. Julian, it's a little wet out.
Yeah.
Little wet, little muggy.
Absolutely. A little muggy, a little wet, and definitely a little warm to start off our morning as well as those showers have came through. Yeah, we're still starting to see those showers really starting to concentrate their way into Dane County for the most part, but that system in itself is starting to die down. But what we're keeping our eye on is further to the west from Iowa. Another line of showers may be moving its way into southern Wisconsin. But as we take a look at what we're expecting throughout the rest of today, we are looking for those showers to die down, but could be seeing that second wave to bring it a little bit more early into our morning. But then we're clearing out heading into our afternoon, and especially for this evening. So planning our day, we're looking at temperatures to be in the lower 80s and then warmer temperatures throughout our afternoon and plenty of sunshine. So be sure to get out there, and once it's dry, start to really enjoy your Saturday. We'll have more coming up, but until then, back to you, Taylor.
All right, Julian, thank you so much. A lot of desperation grows outside of the Kabul airport. President Biden says the U.S. is focused on one mission, getting tens and thousands of Americans and Afghan allies to safety. CBS's Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
As desperate evacuees show their passports to get through security at Kabul's airport, President Biden on Friday made this promise.
Let me be clear. Any American who wants to come home, we will get you home.
He also said the U.S. is committed to helping Afghan allies evacuate, but was less clear about a timeline and whether it would be extended beyond the August 31st deadline.
I cannot promise what the final outcome will be, or what it will be, that it will be without risk of loss.
Making prepared remarks for a second time this week, President Biden again defended his handling of the crisis erupting after the Taliban rapidly took over.
The consensus opinion was that, in fact, it would not occur, if it occurred, until later in the year. So it was my decision.
We have Americans and our allies all over the country in great danger right now. So that's the number one priority. But over the long term, it's all that weaponry that's now in the hands of the worst of the worst.
Members of Congress were briefed Friday about the evacuation efforts and reports of chaos on the ground. CBS News has learned Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin told lawmakers the Taliban has beaten some Americans in Kabul, calling it unacceptable.
We made clear to the Taliban that any attack on our forces or disruption of our operations at the airport will be met with swift and forceful response.
President Biden said the U.S. is watching for any potential terrorist threat in or around the airport. That includes ISIS affiliates who are among thousands of prisoners the Taliban freed during its takeover. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Well, take a look at this timeline. Using the state's data, we tracked how many Afghan refugees came to Wisconsin from 2001 through 2019. In total, this represents 313 refugees. Watch this as numbers rise to its high point in 2016 and in 2018, when between 60 to 70 refugees settled here in each of those years. Now take a look at this. As much more than 300 refugees came, a third have settled in Dane County. And what's interesting about all of that is the overall number of refugees coming to both the country and Wisconsin declined under the Trump administration, even while Afghan refugees increased. Now, as we prepare for another influx, we talked to one of Madison's key representative agencies about just how much they need in the coming days.
Actually get approximately $1,000, maybe $1,100 per person when they arrive. The reason we do so much fundraising is we guarantee all the refugees we resettle security deposit and 4 months rent.
Well, that doesn't even begin to include the first few expensive nights in hotels or the basic food or belongings in apartment furnishings the Jewish Social Service provides to refugees as well. And as we continue to talk about refugees headed to Wisconsin, we keep hearing from viewers who want to help. Tiffany Schultz of the Better Business Bureau warns us of scammers posing as charities, making donation pages online and pocketing the money themselves. Some scams are sophisticated, but Schultz says there are ways to keep yourself safe. And Madison police have arrested a woman they say is responsible for a deadly stabbing last month. Crystal Harrison was booked into the Dane County Jail Friday on tentative charges of first-degree intentional homicide. Authorities say 60-year-old Mark Ryan was stabbed multiple times in the 700 block of Braxton Place. That was back on July 27th. Ryan was taken to a local hospital where he later died from his injuries. And Madison police are searching for a suspect after an attempted homicide that happened on the city's east side on Thursday. Officers responded to a report of multiple gunshots near the Darborough Drive around 8 p.m. Thursday night. Soon after, a 40-year-old man arrived to the hospital with 2 gunshot wounds. Investigators say 2 homes were hit by gunfire. A woman and 4 small children were inside one of the homes during the gunfire. Anyone with information regarding the incident is asked to contact the Madison Police Department. And across the country right now, the number of people checking into a hospital with COVID symptoms are skyrocketing, especially in people under the age of 50. But as that's happening, the number of people that's getting vaccinated is also increasing. This week, more than 1 million people got a shot. That's the highest number that we have seen in 2 months. And Wisconsin is closing in near administering 6 million doses of a COVID vaccine. We're just about 10,000 doses away. And a little more than 50% of the state's population has completed their vaccine series. And right here in Dane County, that number continues to be much higher. We're creeping closer to almost 70% of people who are fully vaccinated. And public health officials are worried about serious illnesses passing through the halls of school this year, not just COVID-19. DHS data shows the pandemic slowed down routine immunization rates across the board in 2020. As the pandemic kept many families from the doctor's office, UW Health's Dr. James Conway is particularly concerned about school-aged children falling behind on mandatory vaccines that prevent diseases such as measles, mumps, and chickenpox.
And we have seen gradual dropping in the rates overall over the last 20 years. And so we have seen reemergence of whooping cough, mumps, measles, many of these other diseases in our region. And so they're out there, they're waiting to hit. And certainly this is a perfect setting where it may happen.
Well, this is already a concern for pediatricians, an increase in personal waivers that allow school-aged children to skip required shots. And you can learn more about this by downloading our Channel 3000 News app. There you'll be able to have access to the health and safety plans for several school districts right here in our area. The app is free and it's in your app store. Our time right now is 8:08. Coming up, there is big news in the sports world. We're talking Brewers and our Packers. Plus, we're taking a live look outside. Our Chris Reese will be in next with our forecast.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
At JP Morgan, the only definition of wealth that matters is yours. It can be a smaller house, but a bigger nest egg. A goal to work toward, or the freedom to walk away. With 200 years of experience, personalized advice, and commission-free trades on an award-winning app, we're working for you. Planning, investing, advice. JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021 is here. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course lunch starting at $15 and a 3-course dinner starting at $25. featuring wine and more. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021, starting September 19th through the 24th. For participating restaurant menus and details, visit MadisonRestaurantWeek.com. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Supporting sponsor, E&J Gallo Winery.
All Denny's pancakes are made to order with fresh buttermilk, but this month's Spotlight Stack is a Patriot. Fresh, sweet, and full of freedom. New red, white, and blue pancakes. This month's Spotlight Stack. See you at Denny's.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, good Saturday morning, folks. We are live here at the Agora Art Fair happening in Fitchburg starting this morning at 10 o'clock, and then that's going to stick with us all the way until 5 later on this afternoon. But I'll tell you what, we are tracking some rain showers through the area at least earlier on this morning, and those should be starting to work their way on out of the area. So here's Doppler track for us this morning. You see a lot of those showers. They're starting to work their way out of the Madison area further towards the east, and really we've seen a lot of that intensity come down as well as we have gone through the past hour. I'm also watching this line of showers over near Iowa right now, starting to approach the Mississippi River. We've got to keep an eye on that. But once that moves on through, things should really begin to improve for us as we start to go through the rest of the afternoon. We zoom out throughout the rest of the upper Midwest, and what you'll really begin to see is that front that's moving through is weakening in the process. And then another thing to watch is that most of the shower and thunderstorm activity across parts of the south, what you're seeing over Missouri, over parts of Kentucky and Tennessee, that's really hogging most of the moisture, preventing that from working its way northward. So this is why we're starting to see a lot of that rain thin out right here in southern Wisconsin. Here's a live look from the Edgewater Sky Camera. You see a couple of those raindrops right now. Temperatures are still into the 70s. Rain still coming down at the airport. We're at 72 degrees. We have winds that are out of the south right now at about 8 miles per hour. Janesville coming in at 75 right now, 69 in Monroe. Same for the Dells. Temperatures really are in the 70s and 60s all across the board. That one warm spot is Fond du Lac, coming in at 80 right now, 78 over towards Milwaukee as well. Let's talk about the rest of the day, though. This is later on this afternoon. We should see those temperatures warming up into the lower 80s for those highs today. We'll do it again tomorrow. Temperatures should warm up to about 80 degrees as we move into the afternoon. Expect more sunshine as we move into Sunday, and then the next period of rain that I'm watching, that's going to move our direction sometime Sunday night into early Monday morning. We've got to watch it closely, but that's going to be a part of a little bit more of an unsettled pattern as we start to move into next week with more rain chances headed our way. But folks, let's just look ahead just through today, and we're going to see some cloud cover linger for a couple of hours after this, but then ultimately we should start to clear things out as we move into the rest of the afternoon. We just have to be on guard for any pop-up shower or storm that may go up, especially as things get a little bit warmer, but the rest of this afternoon truly should stay dry for us. Let's go ahead and show you that extended forecast, and you start to look ahead, and we are going to warm things up, especially early next week, but with that heat and the humidity, we're also going to see that chance for thunderstorms almost every day as we move towards next week. But behind it, we'll start to cool down. Temperatures will be in the 70s. That'll come with a little bit lower humidity as well, but it's going to be a lot more comfortable. But as far as today, Taylor, folks at home, if you're thinking about coming out to the art fair here at Agora, things should really clear out for you. The rain that we've had this morning, I say simply greens out the ground for us. But a couple of things going on today. They're going to have live music, of course. They're going to have food. I've also heard they're going to have the wine and craft beer. So if that's part of your fancy, then come on out here later on and have a good time as well. But they've got an incredible lineup of artists out here today. And if art is something something that interests you, don't worry about the weather. Come on out. I'm under a tent. They have plenty of tents. It's mostly outdoors as well. So if you're concerned about COVID, that should allow for distancing and some COVID safety. But I believe that this art fair is going to be a great opportunity to get the family outside this weekend.
Okay, Chris. Well, I want to see what arts and crafts that you find and you pick up later on during the broadcast.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you so much, Chris. We're turning our attention to sports right now after fresh off of an NBA championship just 1 month ago. Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo showing that he really does love the city of Milwaukee.
It's my true honor and privilege today to announce that Giannis and his family will be owners of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club.
The Brewers front office introduced Giannis as a member of the team's ownership group yesterday. Giannis becomes the first new individual investor added to the Brewers ownership since their last 17 years.
I want to thank the city for embracing me and my family. And, you know, we just won the championship. The Packers won the championship a couple years ago. We just trying to win the championship right here, you know, and it's going to take time. We're going to have patience. We've got to be in the present, but we have a great ownership group. We have great players, and we're going to accomplish with a lot of hard work.
Well, the Brewers are currently the top team in the NL Central. Now, they are 8.5 games ahead of the Reds. Now, you might be seeing some of these new Packers jerseys floating around social media, but you might not know the history behind them. Now, these uniforms will debut at Lambeau Field on October 24th against Washington. Now, the uniforms are all green with gold numbers and stripes similar to the jerseys worn back in the 1950s. Back then, the green was a Kelly green, and the team alternated between wearing it with green or gold pants. We spoke with Mark Murphy about the uniforms from the Packers Pro Shop.
I know our fans really enjoy the third alternate historic jerseys. I think this one is really going to appeal to them. Just it's a unique color combination with both green pants and green jersey, and yeah, I'm really excited to see how our fans react to it.
The classic uniform is inspired by the team's outfit from the 1950s to 1953. That was the second time the team wore green and gold in its history. The first time was in the mid to late 1930s. Our time right now is 8:16. Coming up, it may be a while till we see some alcohol available on airplanes. Why American Airlines say this may not be an option anytime soon. Plus, there are several new shows and movies to check out this weekend. Will Loper shares his picks and 3 things to watch. That's just ahead on News 3 Now this Saturday morning.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call out Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
starts on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Get a Queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress for only $67 per month when you use Steinhoffels 60-month special financing. During our Labor Day sale, save up to $700 on all Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. And with free delivery and Steinhoffels 120-night sleep guarantee, you can't make a mistake. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
In this ad, pay attention to the actor's gums. Gums? We don't think about them. But like skin, over time, gums can get damaged. Colgate Gum Renewal reverses early gum damage for a beautiful, revitalized smile.
Welcome back. Now, we are still tracking those showers that are moving their way out of the area as of right now. In the last hour, we were seeing some pretty heavy rainfall in the Madison area, but as we are starting to see as of right now from our radar, as we had mentioned from Chris as well, the rain is starting to die down. It's losing its edge, and now it's starting to push its way east. However, we are still keeping our eye on some of this line of showers and storms to the west of Iowa, making their way into the Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin area. Now, as we take a look at planning our day, we are looking for these showers and storms to be pretty much done by the time we get into the afternoon. The warmer temperatures and those 80-degree temperatures will be rolling in with plenty of sunshine at our backs. Over to you, Taylor.
All right, Julian, thank you so much. Well, a lot of people get nervous when they're flying and take the edge off with a drink or two on the plane. Well, that option hasn't been available in the main cabins at American Airlines since earlier this summer, and now it looks like it won't be an option anytime soon. The suspension is part of an effort to cut down on unruly and violent passengers. The transportation mask mandate has been extended to January of 2022. American says it's extending its suspension on the main cabin alcohol drink service to match that date. And Macy's is giving Toys R Us new life once again. The department store says it is partnering with the toy store chain to sell toys online. Toys R Us Shop in Shops will also be opening at 400 department stores next year. This is the second attempt to revitalize the Toys R Us brand since it closed all of its U.S. stores back in 2018. And there is clearly no shortage of films and shows streaming right now. Our Will Loper shares a few of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
This is already all over social media. This department's hanging on by a thread. Bill's incident is spinning out of control.
Newly streaming on Netflix is the series The Chair.
Oh, there she is.
Our first lady chair.
Woman, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. We're in dire crisis.
Sandra Oh plays the first woman chair of the English department at a university who faces a number of challenges and scandals in her new role.
You should be running this place. Instead, you're running around playing nice. I feel like someone handed a ticking time bomb because they wanted to make sure a woman was holding it when it explodes.
Nobody wants to come out and support you when you're a scandalous figure. Your boy's toast.
Tell me what to do.
You're going to apologize.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, not to me.
All 6 episodes of The Chair are streaming on Netflix now.
I like when you act like you're my boss.
I'm your boss.
What's happening?
I don't know. What is happening?
Am I embarrassing you?
Marry me.
Newly streaming on Hulu is the film We Broke Up.
10 years. Wasted. You should get dressed. We gotta get on the road.
You dumped me. You can't possibly think you're coming to my sister's wedding.
I'm the king of the ushers.
You're not coming.
Aya Cash and William Jackson Harper play couple Lori and Doug, who just broke up right before Lori's sister's wedding. And not wanting to steal the spotlight, they decide to pretend to still be together.
You ready for this?
No.
Neither am I. Run.
Hey! Oh my God!
Hey!
We Broke Up is streaming on Hulu and is available to rent on video on demand.
All right, kiss Lori.
Oh my God, so lame. Try again.
Come on, Pops. Adventure City's in trouble.
And for the kids, newly streaming on Paramount Plus is Paw Patrol the movie.
My name is Liberty. We need your help. Humdinger, he's going to destroy Adventure City.
It's up to Ryder and the pups to save Adventure City from Mayor Humdinger with new gadgets and a new doggy helper, Liberty.
Paw
gotta know how to talk to people.
Paw Patrol the movie is playing in theaters and is streaming at home on Paramount Plus now.
There's even a new and improved pup treat dispenser.
Happy watching. Those are the 3 things you need to watch. And this is Will Loper for News 3 Now this morning.
Well, Febreze is introducing a new scratch and sniff technology to make their famous products fresh scents last even longer. The new Unstoppable Touch fabric spray releases a fresh scent with every touch on soft surfaces like your rugs, your furniture, and even your pillows. The breakthrough in what's called touch-activated scent technology comes at a time when Americans aren't cleaning quite like they used to. Now, Procter & Gamble is hoping the new product's promise of long-lasting freshness will help Americans, quote, smell like they have it all together, unquote. And coming up next, we are going to keep you updated on the latest numbers from health officials regarding the coronavirus as it spreads across the country and right here in our state. Plus, how a Janesville teen is putting his time to good use, doing something good for veterans in our community. We'll be right back.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup, plus 7 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, helped me pay for my house. Being part-time really helped because I could have some opportunities that were still in education.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find new summer adventures. Find new roads.
The open road is waiting. Well-qualified lessees can sign and drive this 2021 Equinox LT for around $350 in a month, or make no monthly payments for 90 days on most 2021 Equinox models when you purchase.
Tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can. This towel has already been used, and it still smells fresh. Pour a cap of Downy Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load, and enjoy fresher-smelling laundry for up to 12 weeks.
No. Come on, him. I like him.
Quick, the Quicker Picker-Upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker and is 2 times more absorbent so you can use less. Bounty, the Quicker Picker-Upper.
Whoever made this weird nugget gave up hope. But whoever made Arby's new 100% chicken breast nuggets really cares. A lot. The most. 2 for $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Are your taste buds ready for Madison Magazine's Summer Taste Tour? Starting August 1st through the 21st, tour the city of Madison to restaurants, breweries, distilleries, and wineries to sample and participate in Madison Magazine's scavenger hunt. Visit MadisonMagazine.com for a map of participating businesses and scavenger hunt details. Madison Magazine Summer Taste Tour, August 1st to the 21st. Taste the goodness. Sponsored by Schuster's Farm. Come out for Blooms and Butterflies starting August 6th. Live music, beer, wine, and taco cart. Visit SchustersFarm.com for tickets.
Back to school is not what it used to be.
There are new safety concerns, new protocols, and lots of questions.
We can help you navigate some of those hurdles with our Back to School series.
Join us every morning starting at 6:30 a.m. only on News 3 Now this morning.
Right now, how an old pair of friends are keeping the memory of a local hero alive. Well, good morning and welcome to News 3 Now this Saturday morning. I'm Taylor Lazenby, and let's get straight to it with our Saturday morning forecast with Julian Seawright. Julian, Good morning.
Good morning, Taylor. Thank you, thank you. And as we're waking up this morning, those showers that we were dealing with early are starting to move their way out of the Madison areas. They're starting to die off and push their way eastbound. We are still tracking those showers to start to make their way east, so they're probably going to be heading into Watertown in just a few more short moments. But what we're really going to be keeping our eye on is these showers developing over to the west. As those start to develop, we could be seeing those make their way into Dane County as we get into the later part of our afternoon. But as we get into the early part, we're going to be starting to see most of that really start to die off for us. We're looking at sunshine to really come into play and plenty of those warmer temperatures as well into those lower 80s. It's not going to feel too bad for today as that cold front sweeps by. And as we get into tonight, we're looking at nice seasonable conditions, the winds coming in from the north, and we're looking at clear skies for us as well. Now, as we're planning out our day, the morning is where we're really going to be seeing a lot of that activity for us. As we start to go into the afternoon, we could be seeing a stray shower, but for the most part, we're looking at that sunshine to clear things out, and the temperature is going to rise into those 80s as well. Now, as we're going into our afternoon, so the headlines for us, we're looking at mostly sunny skies and warm conditions with a high of 83 degrees. So once we get past the rain, we're going to be looking at much more pleasant conditions. So make sure you enjoy your outdoor activities. Over to you, Taylor.
All right, Julian, thank you so much. Well, developing this morning, the Food and Drug Administration is on track to approve Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine for adults as soon as next week. That's according to multiple sources. The long-anticipated announcement will make Pfizer's shot the first to receive a full license from the federal government. It could happen as soon as Monday. And Pete Rosengren has been held to many titles throughout his life, his son, father, and husband. But the title he'll be most remembered for is the one he earned last, a hero. And now some of his old friends are making sure his memory is kept alive. Talil Maladine reports.
Our class of 96 was very close, a very unique class.
Middleton High School alums Krista Hansen and Katie Ripp are reminiscing about the past.
We all made really fast friends out of each other and really stuck together all the way through high school and then far beyond.
And remembering their good friend, Pete Rosengren.
He could make people feel comfortable. He was the first person that would walk up and start talking to somebody that might be new to the group. He had a really funny, witty sense of humor. So you wanted to be around him.
The father of three tragically lost his life earlier this year on vacation in Florida when he stepped in to save a child who got caught in a riptide.
It doesn't surprise me that he wouldn't hesitate when he sees somebody in trouble.
Pete was able to successfully get the boy to safety, but the hero himself didn't make it.
I got a call from Pete's wife. It was obviously really shocking and devastating. I just felt so horrible for her loss and for her boys.
So the two friends decided to do anything they could to help.
They really built a beautiful life.
Hosting a memorial fundraiser for his wife and three young boys.
I think that's what I am sad about, to not see that come all the way to fruition.
Yeah.
Giving people the opportunity to support Pete's family and celebrate his life.
This is really the definition of how a community comes together for something like that. Even months after this tragedy, people are still willing to do whatever they can to help.
And as for Pete,
I think he would be happy that we are getting together and making this as much of a celebration as possible.
Well, developing this morning, we're learning that Beloit police are conducting a death investigation. According to a post that they made on their social media, the investigation is underway in the 1800 block of Fayette Avenue. Now, police tell News 3 they don't believe there is a threat to the public right now. If you have any information on this, you are asked to contact the Beloit Police Department. And if you were watching the Brewers game last night, you might have seen this. This is Stephen Colbert. He made an appearance and for apologizing for poking fun at the city just last year. He got some flack, though, when talking about the Democratic National Convention going virtual. That led to an on-air apology and an offer by the Brewers to come to Milwaukee to see what the city is made of. Colbert accepted the invitation and appeared in front of the crowd Friday night to apologize again. Now, The Late Show airs on weeknights right here on CBS after our 10 p.m. newscast. And a Janesville boy is doing something good for veterans in his community. He's mowing their lawns for them. He's doing what 50 kids are taking part in the nationwide contest to mow yards and win yard equipment. But he's also getting and giving so much more.
It's been hot. It's where kids 7 to 17 try to mow 50 lawns by the end of the summer. I've done 13 since last Monday. The other day I did 8 lawns in one day. For these lawns, they've been either veterans, elderly, and like single parents.
And he's already mowing lawns, so I was like, let's make this even better and do it for those in need, you know, elderly, disabled, single parents, and veterans especially. That's the big thing that we're doing it for. You know, to let them know that we do appreciate the hard work that they had in fighting for our freedom and such. Let us repay it back by mowing your lawn. I'm just so proud of Drake, the fact that he wanted to do it.
It makes me feel really good because it's just helping out the community.
Water and a high five. 36 more to go.
Well, if you're in the Rock County area and need your lawn mowed, you can contact the family. Their number is 608-289-2929. Well, looking for something to do this weekend? Well, we've got you covered. We are learning about how a chalkboard is helping bring joy to one Waunakee neighborhood. Plus, the Dane County Breakfast on the Farm is back this year. That and much more coming up next.
It's my 310, no exit in sight, migraine medicine. It's Ubrelvy for any time, anywhere migraine strikes without worrying if it's too late or where I am. One dose can quickly stop my migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks CGRP protein, believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
It only takes a second for an everyday item to become dangerous. Tide Pod's Child Guard Pack helps keep your laundry packs in a safe place and your child safer. To close, twist until it clicks. Tide Pod's Child Guard Packaging.
I've never slept like this before.
We gave NuZequel Pure Z's restorative herbal sleep to people who are tired of being tired.
What is even in this?
Clinically studied plant-based ingredients, passion flower, valerian root, and hops. NuZequel Pure Z's restorative herbal sleep.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021 is here. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course lunch starting at $15 and a 3-course dinner starting at $25, featuring wine and more. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021, starting September 19th through the 24th. For participating restaurant menus and details, visit MadisonRestaurantWeek.com. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Supporting sponsor, E&J Gallo Winery.
I don't just play someone brainy on TV. I'm an actual neuroscientist, and I love the science behind Neuriva Plus. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Neuriva Plus fuels 6 key indicators of brain performance. More brain performance, yes please. Neuriva, think bigger.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
The feds are pouring billions of dollars into our schools.
This is just one-time funding, so once it's gone, it's out.
As your kids return again to pandemic learning, how's it all being spent? I'll get you answers.
Naomi Coles investigates. Monday on News 3 Now at 6. When the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County launched their back-to-school supplies drive, News 3 Now wanted to help and took action right away.
We need to fill my canoe with school supplies. Boatloads of school supplies is our goal today.
We put the call out, and you responded.
Dozens and dozens of backpacks, supplies, pencils, notebooks.
Man, it was absolutely amazing. I mean, you all helped us secure about $40,000 in supplies for kids in this community.
News 3 Now, taking action where our community needs it most.
And checking back in with our radar, we are still tracking those showers to start to move their way out of the area as of right now. And they've started to weaken in strength, but we are still keeping an eye on to the west because some showers have started to develop just north of Prairie du Chien, starting to make their way a bit more east, even though that line is not very strong. Even though as we keep a bigger look, as we take a look at everywhere else, we're looking at the showers even to the south to start to die down. Not a whole lot of activity for us as we're getting our Saturday morning rolling. Now, as we get into the rest of our Saturday afternoon, we are looking for temperatures to go back into those 80s, but we're looking at much more clearing conditions, especially as we get into tonight, where those cooler seasonable conditions will come in and much more clear skies. Taylor.
All right, Julian, thank you so much. Well, during the pandemic, we've been highlighting people who have found creative and heartwarming ways to bring joy to others. As Jamie Perez takes us to Waunakee, where a woman took a simple concept and turned it into something thousands of people get to enjoy every day.
Living on Main Street in Waunakee, we have a ton of walkers. We have 30,000 cars going by a day.
For the past 2 decades, Deb Nice has lived on Main Street in Waunakee.
I watch them slow down to read the sign and they're laughing. That makes me smile and laugh.
Every morning, Nice gets up and writes something nice on a large chalkboard outside of her home, an idea she borrowed from something she saw online.
And it was this positive sign that I saw on Facebook, and it had gone viral, and it got to my feed, so I was like, hey, I could do that very easily.
Something she started during the pandemic and now has plans to continue for the foreseeable future.
Tomorrow I'm thinking, tell your dog I said hi, just because it makes me laugh.
Bringing some cheer to her community and herself.
I think it brings a little light, a little levity, a little joy.
Some of her neighbors have told her they take a different route home just so they can see her message of the day.
They actually drove on the Main Street route to see what it said that day, which was kind of fun.
Although the message on the chalkboard changes daily, her overall message remains the same.
I want people to find the joy when it's so hard to find it in some times like we're going through right now.
In Waunakee.
Know that you can affect somebody's life in a way that you might not even have thought of.
Jamie Perez, News 3 Now.
Well, the Dane County Breakfast on the Farm is back this year. The event is set for this morning at the Hinchley Family Dairy Farm in Cambridge. Now, you'll get the opportunity to hear from our Pam Yankee on the Midwest Farm Report, enjoy some live music, and explore the expo area and featuring dairy information and food samples. The breakfast is brought to you by the Dairy Farm Families of Dane County. And for Tina Hinchley, this is one of the biggest days of the year for her family.
It means so much that we're able to showcase our farm and share it with our communities. And you know what? This means so much when you see kids that end up saying, when I grow up, I want to be a dairy farmer.
Well, the event is going on right now and runs up until 11:30, and they do have COVID safety protocols in place. Tickets right now are $4 for children ages 3 to 11 years old and $8 for those 12 and up. Well, coming up next in our morning notes, we're talking about strong female voices and indie rock. Plus, we are taking a live look outside. Chris is going to have our full forecast. That's coming up next. But first, we want to say a happy 3rd birthday to Adley. Happy 3rd birthday.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
Are your taste buds ready for Madison Magazine's Summer Taste Tour? Starting August 1st through the 21st, tour the city of Madison to restaurants, breweries, distilleries, and wineries to sample and participate in Madison Magazine's scavenger hunt. Visit MadisonMagazine.com for a map of participating businesses and scavenger hunt details. Madison Magazine Summer Taste Tour, August 1st to the 21st. Taste the goodness. Sponsored by Schuster's Farm. Come out for Blooms and Butterflies starting August 6th. Live music, beer, wine, and taco cart. Visit SchustersFarm.com for tickets.
In this ad, pay attention to the actor's gums. Gums? We don't think about them. But like skin, over time, gums can get damaged. Colgate Gum Renewal reverses early gum damage for a beautiful, revitalized smile.
If you're nearing retirement or if you're already retired, you won't want to miss Retirement Income Strategies with the Madison money guy, Christian Finfrock. Watch Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday evenings at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Go. Well, the sun is finally starting to come out here at the Agora Art Fair, and I can even see some blue sky. It's behind you guys, but out on the horizon, some of that sky is starting to turn blue. So this means a lot of the showers that we've been seeing, they're starting to move on out. We take a moment, we look at high-resolution Doppler, and you see that rain that we had is already getting ready to move out of the picture. It's moving into an environment that's not as supportive to see a lot of those showers and thunderstorms. So we're going to keep an eye on things, but what was a bigger batch of rain that really even came down heavy at times this morning has already started to move out of the picture. Still, though, we're tracking a couple showers further towards the west. It's going to be near Iowa. We're tracking some of those showers right now crossing the Mississippi River, places like Prairie du Chien. You're getting a little shower right now, but as we zoom things out, we show you the bigger picture, and you really see a lot of the rainfall associated with this front is starting to fall apart. It's still a little humid on the backside of that, I'll tell you that much, but wind should turn out of the north as we move into the afternoon. Doppler track, one thing you can see is that most of the shower and thunderstorm activity that's further towards the south. You see a lot of lightning and such showing up throughout parts of Tennessee and Kentucky, right along the I-24 corridor. That is actually inhibiting a lot of that moisture from making it this far north. And so this is why we were able to clear out so fast. The Edgewater Sky Camera, just a beautiful shot. We love downtown Madison. Still 72 degrees. The airport's still reporting rain because some light showers are still happening there. But in western Dane County, where we are right now, I can tell you that things are dry and the sun is starting to come on out. Temperatures still are into the 60s and 70s for all of us. Janesville is still at 60 or 75. And we still have temperatures right around 69 for our friends in the Dell, 71 if you work your way over towards Platteville early on this morning. As we plan out the rest of the day, we're going to warm things up into the low 80s. We'll cool down into the 60s overnight tonight. We'll be back into the upper 70s and low 80s with more sunshine as we move throughout your Sunday. But Sunday night into Monday, that's going to be our next chance to see some showers and thunderstorms moving on through here. That leads us to a pattern next week that becomes a little bit more unsettled. And once again, we're going to have to start watching that potential for severe storms as we see a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms work their way in from the north and west as we go throughout next week. We're your first storm weather team, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you now this is what we are keeping an eye on as a team. And as we go throughout the rest of the weekend and as we move into next week, of course, we are going to keep an eye on things for you guys as we go throughout that. But otherwise, we start to look at the extended forecast, guys, and things really begin to improve for us. We look ahead throughout today even, and we start to see things improve. In fact, I expect less cloud cover as temperatures gradually start to warm up closer towards 80 degrees. Any other shower that goes up today, if we see it, it's just going to be a pop-up, splash and dash kind of shower. Look for more sun tomorrow. Temperatures around 80. Humidity will be even lower. Next week, though, especially Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, things are going to be a bit steamy. Temperatures are going to be quite warm into the upper 80s. Daily chances for those showers and thunderstorms. Like I said, we're watching an unsettled pattern for early next week, but then things are going to get much more comfortable once we get beyond that. But even today, folks, things are getting comfortable. You take a look behind me and you see that all of the vendors are getting ready for today. Again, the Agora Art Fair, that is going to go from 10 a.m. to 5, and things are drying out. So go ahead and come on out. I'm watching them set all the kites up right now. There's going to be live music. They're going to have food. They're going to have wine and craft beers. And the lineup of artists that they have out here is absolutely incredible. So this is something that's going to bring fun for the entire family if you have the time to come on out. If art is something that interests you, it interests your kids, you don't want to miss today because they had to cancel it last year due to the pandemic. So this is their first time back in a couple of years here, and things are busy as they are setting up just for you guys. So come on out, have a good time. The weather should clear out for us.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Well, a Madison band what brings together two strong female voices and an indie rock sound is helping inspire young girls to play music of their own. Photojournalist Chris Hawbaker introduces us to Seesaw.
Hold on to my hand, baby, I don't wanna let go. But a grip, it's a slipping where we could only know. I bench press all my way to hold strong for you.
We've been playing together for about 8 years. Met in Freeport, Illinois. Worked at the same Italian restaurant in Freeport. Canova's. Would almost get fired every shift because we were having too much fun with each other. And I just kept asking Eve to hang out with me. And finally, we hung out, played some music together, and the rest is history.
Yeah, we're not hanging out too much.
Not hanging out too much. I don't think that's possible.
I think we're hanging out too much.
I went to school at the Madison Media Institute for audio engineering.
There's just a lot of opportunities for musicians, and I think the Madison community's hungry for music, which really helps because there's an appetite for live music here.
So excited to host Seesaw for your lunchtime concert.
It feels really good to be in a place where people want to support the arts so much.
Been thankful to play the Majestic and the High Noon several times, and we love playing those stages.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we're super pumped. We're going to be playing at the Sylvie Side Stage tonight.
The side stage is a new thing, and I think it's a way to help bring some local music to the Sylvie and let us be outdoors in this climate. I think it's always really nice to know that we're inspiring other young women to start learning an instrument or keep going with playing their instruments. When I was younger, looking up to musicians that I still cherish and wondering, you know, how do they do that? How did they get so good?
The artists that we're very deeply passionate about, we have selected and plucked from the obscurity of rock and roll, strong female musicians, and we have really gravitated to those female forces because we are outnumbered.
Mine is right before my eyes, oh baby, I'm in love with your wide open mind.
I feel like we're kind of inhabiting a space where we're loud, having fun. It's just the two of us. We don't need a big backing band, and we can still rock.
Well, we'll be right back.
Toyota's national sales event is on now.
Right now, get $750 customer cash on many of your favorite Toyota models.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Announcing another Best of Madison 2021 award, and the winner is Wollersheim Winery, Distillery and Bistro. Best Winery, Best Distillery. For a list of all the 2021 Best of Madison winners, pick up the August issue of Madison Magazine.
Washed your hands a lot today?
Probably like 40 times.
Hands feel dry?
Like sandpaper.
Introducing new Dove Hand Wash with 5 times moisturizer blend. Removes germs in seconds. Moisturizes for hours.
Soft, smooth,
New Dove hand wash.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
He has his grandfather's smile.
Her mother's eyes.
My cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease?
Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021 is here. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course lunch starting at $15 and a 3-course dinner starting at $25, featuring wine and more. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021, starting September 19th through the 24th. For participating restaurant menus and details, visit MadisonRestaurantWeek.com. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Supporting sponsor, E&J Gallo Winery.
I don't just play someone brainy on TV. I'm an actual neuroscientist, and I love the science behind Neuriva Plus. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Neuriva Plus fuels 6 key indicators of brain performance. More brain performance, yes please. Neuriva, think bigger.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues.
Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Toyota's national sales event is on now.
Right now, get $750 customer cash on many of your favorite Toyota models.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Chicago Bears versus Buffalo Bills, Saturday at noon.
Well, coming back, now a story about a young boy whose art has become a major draw. Now, these pictures are the work of a 10-year-old Joe Wall. Now, he loves to doodle on any blank page or surface he can find. But while others say its habit is just a little too much, his parents say it's a talent. And they say it's now got thousands of fans. Ian Lee reports with more.
For Joe Whale, these aren't merely doodles. It's his imagination coming to life.
What's your favorite thing to doodle?
I like doodling food, robots, and aliens.
The 10-year-old discovered his passion for drawing in a familiar place.
Your math book turned into?
A doodle book.
But you might guess his teacher didn't take too kindly to this.
You're doodling at school, and the teacher says there's no doodling at school.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Well, it made me feel quite annoying because there was no place that I'd really be able to express myself.
So Joe's parents, Greg and Vanessa, decided something must be done.
We thought we'd just get him into some after-school art class.
Those art classes soon led to Joe's first big commission, a wall at a local restaurant.
I was really excited because it was the first time I could actually express myself and pretend that my characters were coming to life.
The wall was a hit, and requests, well, they started to roll in for more doodles. And his Instagram account, it hit over 19,000 followers in just a few days.
It's just overwhelming, so we have to shield him from that. And Joe has no idea the scale of what it's turned into. So we're just protecting him as much as we can from that, so he can just enjoy drawing.
While Joe's parents manage his future, he has his own vision.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Definitely an artist.
It sounds like you really want to make your art so people can enjoy it.
Yeah.
This is that famous wall, and what's pretty incredible is that there has to be hundreds of doodles here, but not one is similar. My personal favorite is this one, how to draw not just a dog, but a cool dog. And you better believe that I will be practicing that later. Ian Lee, CBS News, Shrewsbury, England.
And taking a final look at our weather, we are seeing for today, starting to open up that sky for us. Plenty of sunshine. Definitely after those showers that we've had, it's definitely going to be a great one for us. Now, as we're going to have cooler conditions on Sunday, we're going to be heating back up to start off our work week with more showers and unstable conditions on the way as the new system looks to arrive going into the work week. We're then going to be looking at warmer temperatures and then cooling off as we head into next week. Taylor?
All right, that will do it for us. We'll see you later on.